Hello folks and welcome back to Medieval Total War. I am Conostep and this is going to be part 23 of my early campaign where I am playing as the Almohads. And man oh man am I feeling a lot better about this campaign than I am with my other campaign, which is... it's not as dire as it looks. But yeah, this one's, this one's feeling very comfortable. Even though I am at war with 3 factions right now. I'm at war with the Germans, the French, and the Egyptians really can't decide if they want to be my friends or not. In this case, they did attack my navies with their navies. And there's a little bit of back and forth going on right now between our boats. So I'm going to have to sort of consolidate my shipping lines and try to win back some of these sea regions. And I am going to have to kind of put an effort back into building up some more boats to replace the losses that I take. But there was no actual land attack by the Egyptians. They just kind of attacked me with their boats, and that was it. So I do think that in around 10 years or so, when the Mongols come in, the Egyptians will probably start behaving themselves a little bit more because they will know that they need friends more than they need more enemies. So that's going to be the idea there. Right now, my economy is taking a little bit of a hit. I am losing 462 florins per year. That's that's not that bad compared to my Aragon campaign, where I'm losing quite a bit more per year. But yeah, also my treasury is looking pretty good with 64,000. Which feels, pretty gosh darn comfortable, I gotta say. So, yeah, as I was saying, I'm gonna just shorten down my lines a little bit here. I can kind of come in here. Yeah, I can probably do this. And 2v1 this Egyptian boat, and then I can, yeah, 2v1 that Egyptian boat, and then, anywhere else I can do? Looks like I'll have to leave these 2 boats for later. And then how about the commanders? I have to start looking at this. Man, it seems like there's a lot of 2-star admirals. So I have a 2-star there. So I should win this one, right? I have a 2-star and a 1-star versus their 2-star general or admiral. And then how about here? Oh yeah, I can't see him. What about this guy? He's another 2-star. Yeah, that seems very common. Seems like there's a lot of 2-star admirals, which is interesting. I have 2 boats up here. I may as well bring down my Bagala. They can move 2 turns, so I can move him over here. And we can get ready to pounce on these 2 boats, hopefully in the next turn. So yeah, we'll just clean up the seas and punish the Egyptians for, messing with us. But other than that, yeah, I'm not going to be taking any aggressive action against their lands because, yeah, they're going to be having enough trouble soon enough, I'd say. And if they want to, provide a buffer between the Mongols and the Byzantines, I mean, the Byzantines also are they're an interesting spot, aren't they? Because they're kind of doing well up here, where there's really not a lot of opposition to begin with. And they are now pushing back the Turks. The Turks are in a pretty bad spot. They only have Khazar and then Rum and, what is this? Armenia and Syria. And then Greece. So yeah, the Turks are in a pretty awkward spot here, where they have a few sections of provinces that are all split up from one another, and yeah, they have very little. I don't know if they have any ports either that can combine their. Yeah, they have a port in Greece, but that's it. That's the only place, and they can't really combine their forces either and try to strike back or consolidate or anything like that. So yeah, they're in a tough spot. So they're going to be, unfortunately, just a very, very, very minor speed bump between the Mongols and the Egyptians, but that's their fate. They had it coming because I feel like they had the Byzantines on the ropes, and then they just weren't able to take advantage of that. So in any case, yeah, the Byzantines are also in a kind of an awkward spot. Like their emperor is split off here. So yeah, they invaded, I'm guessing by sea from Crimea, I'm assuming. But then, yeah, Crimea is also kind of split off from other territories. Like, Bulgaria doesn't even have a port either. So, yeah, the Byzantines are also in an awkward spot. This is interesting. There's a lot of interesting things going on here. They do have these territories, these 3 islands down here, with there's some forces down here. So yeah, otherwise, I'm sitting pretty good. My glorious achievements points is the highest of all the other nations, and I'm making the most per counting period. So I'm going to make it another 16 points in about 5 years, which is going to be the next counting point. Yeah, 1125. And the next closest behind me is going to be Germany and Italy. And if we look at them, Germany's just going to be making 9 compared to my 16. And then Italy is going to be making 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so Italy, like, just, man, their glorious achievements points are just so much higher than these other nations in the area. But yeah, France is actually kind of in a tough spot here. Like, they're at war with the Germans, but then they have a German crusade just kind of sitting here in Toulouse. And I'd say that my defenses here on my northern border is pretty gosh darn good. I feel pretty good about that. The French are also at war with the English, I believe. Yeah, the English, myself, and the Germans. So no one's at war with the Italians. And there actually is a Sicilian crusade. Yeah, it's on its way to Tripoli. I don't know if it's going to make it because this crusade, just kind of looking at what I'm seeing right here, it's not super duper strong. And there's going to be a bit of Egyptian territory for that crusade to march through before it reaches Tripoli. So yeah, I don't have high hopes for that one, but oh well, what can you do? So I'm probably just gonna keep kind of chilling out, I suppose, and collecting my points, working on my economy and all that good stuff. I can eventually try to get this citadel here built in Granada, the Alhambra, the Red Palace. That'll give me a nice juicy 4 glorious achievements points. Am I there yet? Probably not. Actually, yeah. Let's just start building that after this armorer's workshop. Yeah, there's no reason to wait, I suppose. And let's see, other than that, I'm not even like really training much in the way of soldiers because my armies are pretty gosh darn good, and yeah, my economy will be good again once I can clear out these Egyptian boats and reset my trade lines. So yeah, I have no reason to train more soldiers. What I can do though, because in Navarre I do have the Armorer's Workshop completed, which is going to be +2 armor, and then also the Metalsmith completed, which is going to give you +1 weapon strength, or weapon stats, and I can start actually retraining my soldiers here, like these Almohad Armor Militias. I can, they have 0 armor upgrades and 0 weapon upgrades, so this is like a prime candidate for units that can be retrained here. Yeah, that's going to be really good, and I can probably do that to like all of my armies in Spain at this point. And down here, I'm just gonna keep damn, weapon upgrades would have been nice. I just thought of that. Yeah, I just thought of that. I've been kind of going with everything, the armorers and the metalsmiths, I think. Yeah, armor, metalsmith, armor, metalsmith, and then yeah, armor. Oh dear. Okay. That would have been a good idea. I guess I can keep that in mind for like a later campaign. Maybe since I have 4 provinces with iron deposits and I can, build 4 metalsmiths, it wouldn't be a bad idea to keep one of these provinces as just a metalsmith province with no armor, so that my North African armies can get those bonuses without being slowed down by armor upgrades. But I'm not worried about the Egyptians at this point. I don't think that... I mean, I outnumber them, and they're not too crazily upgraded either. Yeah. Yeah, that's looking okay. I don't know if they even have access to iron deposits. That's something that I would have to kind of peek through. Yeah, no iron deposits. So, yeah, I don't have to worry about it. I'll be fine. But I will retrain as many of these units as I can, because yeah, I don't want to train more. I just want to retrain the ones that I already have. Ooh, there is a few enemy agents in here, so let's start getting my assassin to work, and he can start capping these French emissaries to start off with. And let's see, I think I have a new Khalifa. It's pretty solid looking. A little gluttonous. It's funny how it's secret gluttony, like he binges on luxury foods and stuff, and he's like getting fat and everything, but he's keeping it a secret. That's pretty hilarious. So -3 valor, but he's a natural leader, so his men will be inspired by him somehow. His gluttony will just bring them to new levels of admiration and devotion. So, and very charitable. So the people are happy the people are happy with him, and +1 piety as well. So he's overall not bad. And there is 2 heirs, 2 brothers presumably, and then I'd assume this is another younger brother, Prince Abdullah, but it might be a son. I'm not 100% on that. We'll just have to keep an eye on that. In the meantime, I will continue to try to train up my assassins by using that fishing strategy. It was brought to my attention that I was using invisible lures, such as agents that are, hidden to the AI, such as spies and assassins. That's not going to work. I need to use lures that the AI can see, like bishops and religious agents, or in my case, alims. Or emissaries even. Now, I will say that in my, it's funny, like I believe that, I hear you, but I feel like, I camp out agents in every province for, as long as I can throughout the entire campaign. And I typically don't deal with very many assassinations on my alims or emissaries until a little bit later in the campaign. And even then, it's not like too much to deal with. So I'm going to be like, just for example, these guys have all just been kind of hanging out here, sitting here for a while. And I suppose there has been a few attempts on my own territories with agents trying to come in, and I've been catching them here. But as far as the fishing strategy goes, as far as bringing, for example, if I wanted to bring this alum from Genoa to Algeria, where, I have an assassin waiting and no border forts here hanging out. Well, he's already been hanging out in Genoa for a while, so, is that really going to bring an assassin in? We'll see. I'll try it. I have nothing else to really do right now, so I'll give it a try, and yeah, just see how it goes. Well, here's some good news. The Germans have accepted my offer of a ceasefire. I was just throwing it out there, just seeing if they would accept it, and it turns out they will. Now, they do still have a crusade sitting on my borders, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did break this ceasefire in a mad attempt to try to accomplish something with that crusade, as they did before. But if we can just I don't even know if they have 2 provinces bordering the ocean, right? Yeah, if we can just trade with 2 more provinces, that'd be great. I don't even know if they have ports, but you know what? Whatever. And I'll see, what about the French? No, the French, they just want to fight everyone. They don't care. Fine. And I am also going to be working on trying to get a ceasefire with the Egyptians as well. It might be a little bit too premature because they seem really intent on having this war, but I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna see what I can get here. So yeah, let's see. Anything too special here? No. But I was looking down here. So over the last 2 turns, the Egyptians really have been bringing a lot of soldiers down here to Egypt. They're probably ready to attack. And that changed fast. In just 2 turns, they brought over quite a few soldiers. So what do we have? 4 stacks versus 4 stacks? Yeah, and some pretty damn good generals, it appears. Here's an heir. A 3-star heir. So nothing too special here. No. What about... Here's a 5-star heir. Yeah. Yeah, he's a bit better. Great warrior. And... yeah, nothing else really too related to combat there. What about here? He's an 8-star general. Yeah, this is the guy I have to worry about. Amir, yeah. He's good. Damn. And he's providing, so he's the governor of Trebizond, and he has a bunch of acumen, so he's providing a lot of money to that province as well. And he has 5 dread, so he's also providing a lot of population loyalty to that province. Expert attacker, so plus, oh my god, so he's gonna be what, 8 stars? He's gonna be a 10-star general when he attacks. Holy crap. Wow. -3 loyalty. Okay. Yeah, wow, that dude is good. Wow, and then there's another 6-star here. Just a ton of acumen. Holy god. He's the Count of Tripoli, so... yeah, killing those 2 guys would be really good, and they're not families, so they're not in Gulam bodyguard units. They're in Bedouin camel units, which are still, they're tough. He's a fine leader, so he's going to be giving +4 morale. Holy god damn. Wow. That's incredible. Wow, 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 wow. Amir El Qaim. Okay, well, I mean, like, the good news for me is that it's only going to be one of those guys being the general. I'd assume it'd be the 8-star general. So there's a chance that the 6-star general just dies, kind of an accident. He does have a single armor upgrade. What about the 8-star general? Where did he go? He also has a single armor upgrade. Valor of 5 on him, and then Valor of 5 also on the 6-star general. Yeah, I'm going to need some reinforcements down here, because I don't have that. I have a 5-star general. He's in a unit of Gulam bodyguards, and you know, he's okay. +3 morale, that's good. That's good, but it's not 4. Oh dear, yeah. Luckily, I do actually have a few like partial stacks kind of just hanging out here in Castile. Can I send them down here? Oh, thank God. Yes, I can. Yeah, thank God, because I don't have any boats left. They actually destroyed my boats in the Nile coast and the Gulf of Sciora, so thank goodness that the Gulf of Gabes actually does border Cyrenaica so that I can bring these soldiers down here. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's just bring them all down. And let's not save any reinforcements for our northern frontier, just because I'm confident. I think that they can hang on up there. It's going to be down here where the real fighting. This is gonna happen for sure, right? Like, they didn't just build that up for nothing, and they are actively hunting my ships, which is super annoying. Goddamn. Yeah, and they're winning too, by the way. Let's see, a couple 2-star Dows. Like, you know, you'd think that I could beat that with my 3 boats. What do I have here? I have 2 Dows and then three Dows. And 2 of them are 2-star generals. So you'd think that I can win this. So let's see if I can kill those 2 Egyptian boats. And then how about here? There's 1 Bagala versus my 1 Bagala. 2 stars versus 2 stars. I don't really want to take even fights. It's not really what I want to do. So let's send him back to yeah, here, why not? We'll help out with this fight if we can. Yeah, they're doing a number on my boats. They're hurting me for sure, but I think yeah, I just had a few more boats completed, so these guys can come swoop in potentially. Yeah, you can move up, say like, yeah, go to the Nile coast, and I believe I have a few more boats. Yeah, you are down here. At this point, I am just building Bagalas because, yeah, their upkeep is actually lower than Dao's, which is, and it's not by a little bit, you know, 12 versus the upkeep of a Dao being like 20 something. Yeah, 20. It's really interesting how that because that's an intentional decision. That's something that is true for the Caravel and the Barks for the Catholic factions. The Caravels, the tier 2 ships, they're cheaper, which are cheaper upkeep. You know, not cheaper to build, but cheaper upkeep, which is, that's an interesting choice. I'm not really sure, you know, what the thought process was behind that, but I'm not against it. It's kind of fun. I'm still looking at this army, and I'm seeing some Pavis crossbowmen, which is it's like an upgraded crossbowman. It's a crossbowman that carries a big shield. So in a skirmish duel against my basic crossbowmen, these guys will win. Now they are slower, and that it's gonna kind of hurt them in the desert. They're not gonna be able to move as fast, and they will be getting tired faster. But still, they will win a ranged duel, and that kind of is a reminder that I am behind in the arms race because I actually do not. I can't train them yet. I don't have any buildings yet that allows me to train those Pavis crossbowmen. So I think I should start doing that here. I can get the Boyars Guild right here in Cyrenaica, and that's going to allow me to get some Pavis crossbowmen as well as some Arbalesters, which is the upgraded crossbowman. He's going to, you know, shoot. I think I know their bolts do more damage, and I think it's also faster and longer range than regular crossbowmen. Are Arbalesters really like better in every single way? I think they are. I think it's faster, stronger, and further. So yeah, this is going to be a very important building to get. And just in case I do lose Cyrenaica, I should probably start building a Boyar's Guild somewhere else. Can I do that? That's a regular Boyar. So Boyar's Guild. So I can do that here in Algeria. So let's get that going. And I think every other province is probably in the middle of building something else. Yeah, that looks to be the case. Yeah. Okay, well, hopefully I can hold here, and I guess I should start... Yeah, let's train more soldiers as well. What am I gonna need to help me out in this oncoming attack? I feel like Ghazi infantry might be the key, because they have a lot of decent spearmen, like those Saracen infantry, and they're armored as well. Like they have an armor upgrade. At least one. This one has 2 armor upgrades. And I'm not seeing... Let's see, do they have any Ghazi infantry of their own? I haven't seen any, I don't think. Yeah, that might be their weakness. They don't have any Ghazi infantry, and I do. Yeah, it's interesting that they don't. They can train them. Well, yeah, okay. Let's get these guys. Let's use them. Yeah, high attack, high charge, good morale. They are going to be useful for chopping down those Saracen infantry. So let's get those guys, and probably let's actually start training soldiers in every other province that I can. It's no longer time to be cheap. I've been kind of I've been a little stingy for a while, and now it's time to go back into building mode because that is quite the sizable war host. How about we actually, yeah, let's get some Ghulam bodyguards going, because I can't actually train any actual units of Ghulam cavalry. So let's get, you know, some decent heavy cav going there. And yeah, what else? Let's see. Militia sergeants seems like a good idea. I really like Muwahid foot soldiers in the desert, though. Really good against cavalry. High charge. Yeah, let's get them. And regular crossbowmen too, but I feel like I have a few units of those, so let's get some more Muwahid foot soldiers. And some more Ghazi infantry as well. I think I have enough javelin men. I feel like they do really well. I feel like I've been really enjoying using javelins against cav rushes. Let's see, I have 4 units, 5 units, 6 units, 7 units of javelin men. That should be fine, at least for their initial rush. Yeah, because it's about holding against this initial rush, because they're going to be coming at me with spearmen and camels and a couple units of like cav, like some Ghulam bodyguards, some Saharan cav. I did see at least 1 unit of Armenian heavy cavalry. Yeah, right here with a shield upgrade or armor upgrade as well. So that's the only heavy cav unit that I'm seeing. But yeah, they're going to be dangerous. So I need to make sure I can hold against that first wave. And then I should be able to stabilize from there. Fingers crossed. But against an 8-star general, that's going to be pretty freaking tough. So we'll see how that goes. God damn. Oh my goodness gracious. Lost 3 ships in this battle. Oh man. That's not fair. That's not fair. I know they had 2 2-star generals, but I had 2 as well. Plus a 3rd boat. That's bullshit. And yep, lost another boat as well here. Oh god, it's not fair. It's just the naval stuff in this game is pretty whack. Alright. Warrior completed. Here, Armor's Workshop finished. Yes, yes, yes. And loyal and builder. Alright, that's fine. Got another agent here. Let's assassinate you. Yes, please. And gosh, what are we gonna do about this? So yeah, they didn't attack. That's good. That is good. I'll take it. But like, what the hell? Like, if they're just gonna beat everything that I have, that's just bullshit. Okay, let's just keep trying. I suppose there's nothing else I can do. I mean, I outnumber them. That's the thing. Like, I outnumber them, and they still beat me. They took 0 losses. This fleet took 0 losses. They just killed 3 of mine. It's not fair. Alright, fine. 2 dows. All I have is dows here. Let's get a Bagala going here. So then I'll have 2 Bagalas versus whatever this is, probably a Bagala. And then yeah, just this fleet, 2v2. So I have 1-star, so I have 2 1-star admirals, and then if I remember correctly, that's 2 2-stars. So I guess let's just bring you in and you in. Yeah, see if I can 4v2 and see if I can sink one of their boats. And let's see, anything else I can bring up? Not yet. Looks like nothing else I can bring up. Yeah. I want to keep 2 boats in the Straits of Gibraltar just because this is a pretty vital sea region. So I'm going to keep that there. And yeah, I guess what... Okay, so let's just like... I was... trainings. I'm building boats in 3 provinces. Like, you feel like that'd be enough, but like I'm losing a lot right now. So now I'm trying to decide if I should focus my efforts on more boats or if I need to keep going with soldiers. Let's see, how much am I losing right now? Oh wow, I'm actually in the positive, 148. Okay, is that from losing boats? I think it is. So, yeah, I guess it's from losing. Yeah, it's the boat's upkeep. Yeah, that's actually what has me in the positive right now. It's a little ironic, but so do I? Gosh, if I could really convince the Egyptians to not attack me until the Mongols showed up, and then that way there'd be no bloodshed, and then all of these forces would be available for them to, you know, bring up north to defend against the Mongols. That would be ideal. That's what I really want here, is for this fight to not happen. You know, sorry if that's boring, but I feel like that's the smart way to win here. So, yeah, I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna focus on soldiers. I'm gonna try to keep reinforcing Cyrenaica as much as I can for now, and I'm gonna keep going with just the 3 provinces, building boats, and hopefully that's gonna be enough to, you know, kind of keep the, you know, I don't know, just keep the status quo. In the naval warfare. If I can't win, then the status quo is good enough, I suppose. And now my youngest heir has matured, Prince Abdullah. Let's see, I can't remember. Let's see if he's my actual heir now, my first in line or not. Let's see. Oh yes, oh wow. Oh wonderful, the Egyptians have accepted my offer of a ceasefire. That's very, very surprising. They look like they're ready to invade me. Prince Abdullah, what do you got? Secret pride. -1 command, +3 valor, okay. And then natural leader, +2 morale, +1 loyalty. Okay, okay, alright. And he's a 2-star general. Loyalty, okay, that's not good. Yeah, his loyalty sucks. Is he the first in line now? Yeah, no he's not. Prince Ibrahim, the 30-year-old, is still the first in line. Okay. That's a little problematic because my king is only a few years older than him. Yeah, 34. So if I could get my king to be married, that'd be good. I don't think there's nothing I can do about that, right? Like, to my understanding, actually, is there? Can I send my emissaries to try to get wives for me? Obviously, as a Muslim faction, I don't have princesses, but do I can I actually marry the Catholic wives? I know I can send my, when I'm playing as a Catholic faction, I can send my princesses to offer a marriage. I don't know if it's ever been accepted before, so I'm not sure if that's a real thing or not. So let's test it out right now. Let's send my emissary, see if I can find a princess somewhere. Here's a Hungarian princess. And yeah, we'll see if they want to let her marry into my faction. Yeah, I've never, that's something I never really pay attention to when playing as the Muslims. It seems like the family tree kind of takes care of itself, but this is a little bit problematic, I'd say. So, well, actually, yeah, wait. Is my guy married? Yeah, he's married, so that doesn't matter. What about my other guys? Are they married? He's not. Okay. So I'd be sending the emissary to try to get the Hungarian princess to marry him, my second in line, my 30-year-old second or first in line, And maybe he'll have kids by the time he becomes king, hopefully. I think that's how that works, right? You know, if they get married before, you know, they inherit the throne, they could have kids that are already of age. I think that's how that works. So let's get my assassins still killing some French emissaries. I'll not my own alum. Let's not do that. Let's not kill my own guy here. I've done that before. We've just achieved another 15 points for our homeless score, and that's not counting the 1 point for conquest. So let's check it out, see how we're doing. Yeah, still quite a ways ahead of everyone else. The Italians are next in line with 75. Wow, this is the Sicilians? Really? Wow, they're making 5 points each off of Naples, Malta, and Sicily. Wow. Crazy stuff. Okay, I did not know they made that much. And yeah, Poland's actually not too far behind. Germany's 72. So they're in third place. Yeah, interesting. Okay, and France is still kind of, they're there, but you know, they're not doing too crazy. Hungary as well, they're doing pretty well. They have a good homelands objectives points, and yeah, Egypt and Byzantine are not doing too hot. So yeah, interesting. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that because I suppose a raiding party in the direction of the Italians is going to be in play at some point, or maybe just take them over. Like maybe do that. Maybe do an Italy invasion, or actually just like, you know, invade Europe and just go that way. I think what I would like to do if I did that would be to actually invade Britain first and then come down and take out France and Germany basically from two sides, starting with France, of course, and then, you know, breaking out and going, you know, pushing into Central Europe. But those are plans for another time because for now, I mean, yeah, this is going okay. I'm actually back in the positive. Look at that, making 1,400 a year. That feels pretty gosh darn good. We'll see if it can last, and I think that by quickly reinforcing Cyrenaica, I really think that had a lot to do with it, because this looked imminent for sure. And it might still be, you know. I think that we're about 5 years away before the Mongols show up, so fingers crossed that we can hold out. And with this Sicilian crusade, although I don't think it's going to achieve much, it can hopefully at least just kind of hold the Egyptians' attention in this direction and, you know, make them not think really too much about me. So hopefully I don't actually have to end up dealing with this Egyptian fleet that was just kicking my ass. Hopefully I can just sort of, yeah, what was this? 3-star Bagla, goddamn. Ugh, man. So yeah, let's repair my trade lines. I have a few extra boats laying around, so let's get some boats in all of these spaces here. Wait, what's going on here? Enemy ship sunk. Who's attacking me now? Is it the Byzantines? It's not... Did the Egyptians just go right back to war with me? Which one was it? I mean, at least I won, but... Let's see, the Byzantine Emperor has died from an illness, and Town Guard completed, Castle completed. So I'm back at war with the Egyptians. God damn. Ugh. I mean... I'll accept it, but he's just gonna cancel it, isn't he? Because he's allied with the Egyptians, so that's probably not gonna last very long. And yeah, the French don't want to be my friends. And yeah, Hungary has declined my marriage proposal. I'll keep trying. I'll just see if that's a thing that I can make work. I don't know if it is, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, I forgot to check. So yeah, did these change at all? Homelands. Did these change? Yeah, looks like they did. Did they? I'm getting way more points now for these. So yeah, I mean, okay, like the provinces themselves didn't change, but I must be just getting more points for something. Because now, just off homelands and alone, I'm making, what is that, 16, 23? And then 24 plus the conquest point? Oh my goodness gracious, wow. Wow, yeah, that's pretty good. Let me take a look at my opponents and see how they're at. So, yeah, Italy wouldn't be making that many, and then Germany would be making, what was it, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so 17 for Germany. What's that Hanseatic League? Control more than 2/3 of the North Sea trade. Really? I feel like that'd be me. They control more than two. How? They only have one. They only have one port up here on the North Sea. Is that just based on who has ports up here? Yeah, is that the case? Because yeah, this is the North Sea, and the only ports on the North Sea are Friesland and Northumbria. So is that it? Is it just based on the ports? And then they're just making more money? 267 versus 392. No, I don't. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. I don't know how that works. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how the Hanseatic League works for the Germany glorious achievements points, but still, it's less than mine. You know, they're making less than me, and I mean, as far as glorious achievements points is concerned, France, yeah, I mean, they're okay, but as long as you don't build these buildings, like that's gonna really hurt them. And looked at Italy. Actually, do they have any new ones? No, they don't. Sicily, yeah, I should outpace them. And then the Byzantines are just gonna keep going lower and lower. Yeah, they're making less now. And yeah, Egypt's gonna get crunked pretty soon. I mean, they're gonna get crumped pretty soon by the Mongols. I'm not worried about that, but yeah, man, holy crap, I did not know the Almohad glorious achievements points just goes like insane. Because it already starts off pretty good. I just thought that it would even out eventually, but no, that's not the case. And also, it looks like the Sicilians are attacking the Italians, and they're doing well. Like they're gonna win that, no problem. So the Italians are in some trouble, and I have not seen the Sicilians do this well before. This is kind of cool. I like seeing this. It'd be cool to see the Sicilians actually become a kind of a player here. So. Yeah, neat stuff. Some decent soldiers. Yeah, decent soldiers here. But I think, is their crusade over? No, their crusade's not over, but it's probably not going to go any further here. The Egyptians will probably be able to hold strong. Let's see, before I forget, where's my emissary? Let's see if I can find another potential princess, like not a Hungarian one, maybe. You know, maybe someone that will say yes. Those are the ones that I prefer. So let's do. Is there anyone available? Any princesses? Oop, there's an Italian. A couple Italians up here. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, it's going to be curious to see. There's a French crusade marker on the board, and it's going to be curious to see which direction it goes. Is it going to be towards me or the Egyptians? Now that we're back at war with the Egyptians, let's see if we can finally beat this just damned fleet here that's been destroying a lot of my boats. Let's see if 5 of mine can beat theirs. I do have a few Baglas in here, and these are just Dows, I think. Yeah, they're both Dows. One of them having a 3-star admiral, but still, like, they've been just crumping my guys, so hopefully my 5v2 wins out. You know, and this is in addition to how many just for sake of, you know, noting this down. 1 Bagala. So it's 1 Bagala and 4 Dows versus their 2 Dows. Like, okay, let's see what happens. Okay. Oh dear. And I also don't know, by not having the ships all together in one stack, I don't know if that plays a part in naval warfare as well. Like, does that mean that these conflicts can you like pick apart, like just attacking like one ship? Is that what the AI does sometimes? I really don't know. That's something that I'm really curious about as well. So yeah, there's just a lot of mysteries with the naval stuff in this game. So let's try to shorten my lines. If there's going to be another fight here, let's shorten my lines a little bit. And I do still have boats on the way, correct? Yep. I'm still training or building boats, so that should be all good. And yeah, let's just keep sending soldiers to Cyrenaica because I guess a potential invasion is still in the menu. See, look at this. I still didn't sink any of their boats. I lost one. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, man. That's just insane. Okay, so bodyguards, I'm catching assassins, working for the French. So I can start trying to fish for assassins with the French. Let's see. Yeah. So the Novgorods, they don't want to be my friends. They want to be friends with the Egyptians. That's fine. And let's see. Anything important? Not really. All right. So where's this French crusade going? Where are you headed? Antioch. Okay. I can deal with that. That's cool. That is cool. Yeah. Put some pressure on the Egyptians, please, and thank you very much. Maybe I can get another ceasefire with them. Maybe. Yeah, these freaking boats, man. God damn. Yeah, 3-star, 2-star. And tell me, like, they didn't sink my Bagla, did they? They did not. Okay, they did not. Okay, Jesus. Alright, let's go in here. Let's see if we can sink them. Please, come on. Please, please, please. Let us get them. Yikes, we got a plague here in Navarre, the English sweats epidemic. Ugh. This frightening disease kills in hours after symptoms first show themselves. Income halved in Navarre. Luckily, the income in Navarre was never that great to begin with. The Italian doge has been captured and executed. Yeah, the Sicilians are really taking it to the Italians right now. Boyar's Guild completed in Cyrenaica, so yes, now I can finally start training up some Pavese crossbowmen here in Algeria and Cyrenaica. I can probably dedicate one of them to Arbalesters and one of them to Pavese crossbowmen so that I do kind of cover both bases there. And let's see. Okay, yes, interesting. So I had just sent a priest to try to talk to the Egyptians, and it turns out that he also was trying to get an alliance with me. So, yes, let's be friends. And they've accepted my offer of a ceasefire. Now, I did attack their fleet. Kind of forgot to cancel that. So it's going to be curious to see what happens with that, if anything. Prince Idris is +2 acumen, okay. And anyone else I need to really keep track of? Envy, -3 loyalty. Amir al-Mutamid. Okay. And yeah, a couple of blackmailers, -3 loyalty. But this is all the province where my Khalifa resides, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue there. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, let's get an alliance going. We're still looking at negative 1,400 florins. Jeez, oh Pete's. So that attack did not go through, correct? Yeah, they left. Okay, that's probably the good thing that they left. Otherwise, I wasn't going to attack there. And yeah, they're facing two crusades, one from the French and one from the Sicilians, and then probably a Mongol invasion in like 2 turns. So yeah. So if we do actually get a long-lasting peace and the Mongolians are like kicking ass against the Egyptians, then I'm going to be in a position where, I mean, I just trained up a lot of soldiers to prevent this war from happening. And once I do rebuild my trade lines, I'm curious to see if I actually will be in the positive or not. I should be, hopefully. But if I'm not, then it's going to be time for me to start looking for an invasion, because I can't just sit on, you know, all of these armies and all of their upkeep and not do anything with them. It's one thing if I'm still in the positive, then it doesn't matter. But if I'm just going to be, you know, losing money, then that's not going to fly. So if that is the case, I'm looking at England, and England is looking pretty weak. There's really not a lot of power here. The French in particular don't have much. The English do have a little something something. They have a lot of Royal Knights. Oh my god. Yeah, a lot of Royal Knights there. Scotland's looking pretty weak. And there's not much of a navy. There's just this one bark here in the English Channel. And other than that, though, that's it. And I do have 3 boats here, so I should be able to beat that. There's a 3-star general, so can I? Okay, thank God, I do have a 3-star general of my own, so I should be able to win that naval engagement if that happens. And yeah, that would be the plan. That would be the plan there. You know, leave. You know, like if they leave just like a couple stacks here in Egypt, and take the rest of them up north to fight against the Mongolians. Then I'll be like, all right, I can go back down to 4. I can take the other 5 and get ready for an invasion force against the English islands. Check it out. Here's our poised crossbowman. Anyone can master a crossbow in a few weeks, but it is not a perfect weapon. It has a slow rate of fire, and during the reloading, a crossbowman is vulnerable unless he has a poised, a large shield, or to shelter behind. The Italians are famous for their crossbowmen. And then here's the arbalesters. The arbalest is a heavy crossbow that can fire a bolt which will go through most armored targets. It has a very slow rate of fire and needs a small windlass to pull span the weapon. Properly protected by other troops, arbalesters can be deadly. So yeah, it really emphasizes that it has a very slow rate of fire, but I still thought it was faster than a crossbow. But if slow rate of fire, does it say down here? Slow rate of fire and then slow rate of fire. So is that the same? Because I'm looking down here, and these actually do have numbers behind them, and that's what's really annoying about this game, is that it doesn't tell you the actual numbers. In the numerology thread that I found on the official Total War forums, someone did break down the stat range for all of these things, like poor morale meaning like negative whatever, or slow rate of fire meaning an interval of, this many seconds between shots. Armored means an armor level above 3 or something like that. So like that, all of these do have numbers behind them, but I don't have it all memorized, so it's not that useful to me. But there is a difference when it will say like slow rate of fire, and then it might say very slow rate of fire. In this case, if they both say slow rate of fire, that indicates to me that they might be on the same page, but I'm not 100% on that. So let's start getting arbalesters here in Cyrenacia, and then let's start getting some poised crossbowmen going here in where was it? I think it was Tunisia or Algeria. Yeah. Let's see. Actually, gosh, I do still need boats, I feel like. I mean, I'm not at war with the Egyptians. The Mongols should be showing up any time now, so let's cancel these boats and let's get some poised crossbowmen going. There. How's the upkeep looking as well? So support cost is going to be 22 for them, and then 22 for crossbowmen. And then what about arbalesters? 22 for arbalesters. And these cost 275, 225 for poised crossbowmen, and then 200 for regular crossbowmen. Okay. We have now reached the year 1230, and the Mongols have still not arrived. So it appeared that it is not exactly on the same date every single time. It's probably within a range of years. I wonder if it's within the range of 1230 and 1235, or if the range is even bigger. I guess we'll find out in the next episode, because yeah, this is things are looking a little bit pretty good for me, honestly. I'm only at war with the French. They just seem pretty obstinate about the fact that they want to be at war with me forever, I suppose. And would you look at that? I'm back in the positive with my income. I'm making $3,000 per year, and that feels pretty gosh darn good, because I think I did lose like 30,000 in this episode, but a lot of that was going towards the training of my armies to make sure the Egyptians did not try to attack me, because this army looks hella scary, and I would much prefer this army to face off against the Mongols rather than me. Like, seriously, 8-star general, and then there's a 6-star that conveys a +4 morale bonus. Like, screw that. Like, no, I don't want any part of that. And now that I'm making $3,000 again, I can build up my treasury again. And yeah, now that I'm making like 24 points per Glorious Achievements, like set points, that's amazing. That's really, really good. So I might continue to sit tight for a while, or I might set my sights on England. I haven't decided yet. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for this. I kind of want a bigger treasury than $30,000 before I do that, That's just kind of my thoughts on that. But all in all, this is looking pretty good. Exactly where I'm at right now, this feels good. And yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to happen here when the Mongols show up, because they're probably going to really upset the balance over there in the east. I just feel bad for the Turks and the Egyptians and the Byzantines. But you know what? That's all going to have to wait until next time. As always, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and thank you very much for watching. I've been Constep, and this has been Medieval Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.